Okay, here we are on the start of the long range distance test on the Verreal Ultra. This is an awesome board, I'm loving it, and here we are at Homebush with the site of the Olympic Games 2000. I've been here before, but it's the best place to showcase a long range on this board. So far I'm just blown away, so I'll just go and do the map my ride now, and we'll start the ride and we'll make it a little less laborious for me, a little less boring for you guys by checking every 10 Ks. So we'll check in every 10 Ks and we'll see how this board handles the long range. It's the P42 moly-cell batteries. Let's get into it. Okay, so I've just started map my ride. As you can see, I've just ridden from this spot to here because I wasn't sure if it was working, but it's all working. So we're at, the speed is, we're at distance 1.9 kilometers. Yeah, we're off and running. So let's come back in 10 kilometers and see where we're at. Check in, have a chat to you guys about this board. Now a lot of you guys are waiting to get the long range distance test, this test, to see whether you want to buy it because of the moly-cell batteries and particularly the range on this particular board. But let me say from the outset, after riding it for close to, 5 weeks now, probably 5 weeks, I have not ridden a board that's going to be more impressed user experience that I've had with this board. This board is exceptional. It's so smooth, it's going over everything, and that brings me to the wheels. Now the wheels, these Mad Wheels, Brian and the team at Mad Wheels have excelled. These are, they feel like I'm riding kind of massive big clouds, but they've got more grip of the cloud, and also they're very refined, very smooth. They feel like, I probably wouldn't go back to pneumatic tyres now. I was going to put pneumatic tyres on this, but these wheels from Mad Wheels are incredible. So hats off to Brian and the team at Mad Wheels. They have done an incredible job, and I must say I probably will leave these on. The board is so precise with its braking acceleration. The braking, look at that, it is one of the most nicest experiences I've had since reviewing probably the Transite, and there's not much else really. Yeah, so far I can't even begin to tell you how impressive this is. We'll check back in at 10 Ks and I'll do another talk about some of the other aspects of the board and some of the other features that are even better than the smooth precision feel of this board. It's just, there's a lot to talk about. Okay, so we just stopped here at this Aboriginal artwork here at Barangaroo. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we're at 10 kilometers, 1 hour and 11 minutes, and we're down to 1 bar down. Now this particular ECU remote has 10 bars. First time I've seen that, I love it. So each one's 10%, so you can get a good estimate what your voltage, what your battery is down to by 10%, not estimating that 25% big bar where it's really nearly down but it still shows 25%. So this is down to sort of 90% after 10 Ks. If that's the case, we'll get 100 Ks out of this battery, but I don't think we'll get that. But they'll be interesting to see what happens. So let's push on. I'll check in at 20 Ks, 30 and 40 and maybe even 50. So yeah, so far really impressive. So let's get back into it. Just an incredible piece of engineering this board. And let me talk a bit about the ride. The reason it's so smooth is the sophistication of the ESC controller, as well as that self-calibrating AI sort of the way it does it on the adjustment for the ECU. It's very clever. So by that I mean, like when I broke really heavily yesterday, really heavily, what it did, I hit it really hard and it kind of pulled me up pretty firm. And then today I hit it really hard again and it was just a lot smoother. So just realise what I did last time. It says, look, the same rider's riding it, same weight. We'll just take it a little bit gentle this time, and it was perfect. Those little tiny, minuscule, little micronic
little tiny adjustments are so good, as well as taking off. Rather than jerk, powerful takeoff in Sports Plus, it starts to smooth it out because it knows your weight. So yeah, I just love it. I've never seen anything quite like, look at that takeoff, is just beautiful. Now that's a smooth takeoff in sport. So sports isn't punchy, it isn't bitey, it's super smooth takeoff, which I like because it helps your knees, it helps your hips, much better all around. If you want to show off and take off fast, go to Sports Plus, that'll do it.
Okay, welcome back. We're at the 2-hour mark. We're actually reached 20 kilometers, and where the battery is down to 75%, roughly 70%. With the 10% bars, you know exactly where it is. Okay, I've just stopped and I'm just going to have a look at how warm the motors are. I've been riding now for 2.5 hours. They're only just warm. That's the most important one. Now let's look at the heat sink and see how warm that is. Oh my God, it's cold up here. It's 26-degree day today, and it gets just probably 22 here. It's not even warm, just nothing. So it works, it works. It's still cooling the motors beautifully, that heatsink. So that's exceptional. On 26-degree temperature, 2 hours and 30 minutes non-stop riding, and it's not one bit warm. The motors are not even one bit warm. They're just like the sun's been on them. Yeah, 6374. These motors, these cooling vents, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, we're heading into the old armory where they had the military training here during the Second and the First World War. These original old buildings. You can ride your bikes through here or whatever. It's just the old coal carts and ammunition carts that took all the ammunition to the river and then straight to the ships. It's a beautiful spot out here to ride. It just is. It's just so quiet. This is school holidays too, so there's the old original buildings up there. So yeah, I'll give you a bit of check out. There's the old bunkers, bomb testing, rifle range. Yeah, so our great-great-grandfathers and grandfathers, well my age anyway, it's 63, fought and trained out here. Wow, look at it, incredible. I'll leave you some music around here and come back.
Board absolutely flies. I'm on sports mode and I probably wouldn't go much faster. The truck's really loose for carving, so I don't want to push it too much.
Here we are, quite fitting, with like a Zulu shield done by Aboriginal artwork, paying homage to my complete Zulu channel and what I do with my insignia. So here we have it. We're now at 37 kilometers and we're down to 50% battery. 50% at 37 kilometers. Either the last half will go quick or the it'll get a record, channel record. I'll run out of light. I think I've got my shred lights on, and it's 3 hours and 21 minutes. So we're getting on. So let's push on now to 45 kilometers, which will put us in striking distance to a channel record. And I'll do 10 Ks around the car park. I don't want to run this thing dead empty. I don't want to damage the battery, but so far impressive as. So guys, there you have it, the Verreal Ultra with the P42 multi-cell batteries is absolutely killing it. Let's get into it. Okay, I've been riding this board now for about 4 hours and smashed it, totally smashed it, and I haven't had any issues at all with absolutely anything. Look at the speed bump, just don't even feel it. These mad wheels are insane, absolutely insane. So yeah, I can thoroughly recommend this board full stop, but now the range is going to be a kind of record, I think. We're trying to beat 54 kilometers to beat the Verreal Max, but the Translite came in at 53, so got to be careful of cops around here. There's a police station, so I might check back in soon. But yeah, unbelievable. One thing I can say is with this board, and that is that deck. Vic, you can't put foam and grip tape on, doesn't work. Just comes straight off. So I'll be getting dope grip, as I said before in the unbox, and putting dope grip in that same design. I love that design. It's like a tiki design. But yeah, it'll work if you glue it back down with some kind of, you know, 2-pack like quick grip, but I don't want to do all that. I might try it. I'll give you guys an update on that. But yeah, that's the only thing I can find at the moment that's a fault with this. Been riding it now for close to 5 hours nearly. Well, we're at 45 kilometers 45 kilometers and 4 hours 15 minutes, and we've got 30% battery left. Still 30%, 3 single 10% bars. So you go work that out. Maybe we'll get a record. Cell batteries are the go. There's no doubt about it. Look at that. So I think we've got a channel record coming out with a 10 out of 10 rating. We'll have a look. I'll check back in with you, but mind-blowing. Just, this board is as smooth and as new as it was when I pulled it out of the box. It's been smashed for 50 kilometers for about 5.5 hours. It's just such a nice build, this board. Such a nice build. We'll come back. Okay, we've got the first warning that's come in with a flashing sign saying less than 20% battery left. Board low battery. It's gone down to 1 bar, but now popped up to 2 again. So I think I'll stay close to the car once I get the record. Okay. So do a tight turn here, a little bit of a hill here to come back. Now, okay, we've just hit 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers. We're only 4 off Transite and 5 off the record for the channel, which is the Max Pro RS from Verreal. So 50 kilometers and 4 hours 54 minutes riding, and the battery is down to 1. Just see that. I might pull over and show you if that flashes. 1. Now at this point this could be a record. I can't believe all these Transite Verreal Pro Max 20 amp hour battery, and this one, the Motorised 16.8, they're all within like about 2 or 3 Ks of each other. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited. Okay, so we've made it. It's a channel record, 53 kilometers, still going up a hill. No bite, starting to quiet down. I'll turn back. Now, the things I do for you guys, you should never do this to your battery. You should never run it too empty. Now, I do this for you to show you what you can get if you are running so empty. On one bar, there was literally enough power to go up hills, and now I'll just show you, there's nothing left. It's completely and utterly blank. There's no bars, but yet, multi-cell P42A, look at that, still accelerates, still goes. There's no battery power left, there's nothing. And braking, perfect. Acceleration, still got bite a bit, but it's gone. So I don't want to do this, you shouldn't do this to your board, because it is actually very dangerous. You can sort of like compromise the batteries a little bit. So I want to get this home as soon as possible and charge. I don't want to damage these batteries. That's a channel record, and it's a 10 out of 10 rating. I won't muck around anymore, I'll leave it. I'll just show you the final evidence and proof from my ride, and we'll get it on the channel. Okay, here we are with the proof now. Just showing there's the board, there's the remote. I'll show you the remote. Completely dead, nothing there. Look at that, no bars on the battery. Still has power, still has, look, still has bite, still now. You can still ride it, so that's incredible. Look at the remote battery. It's absolutely lost 1 bar. So haven't they improved the batteries on remotes? They no longer have to carry around a charger anymore. So that's another bonus why it's so good. And here's the results. Let's have a look at it. Oh my God. Okay, 52.83, that's a channel record. It beat the last record, which was the Verreal Max 20 amp hour. I thought it was 54 kilometers, it was actually only 50. So it's beat it by 3 kilometers nearly, and 5 hours and 7 minutes. The average speed is not really right, because I had the wrong wheel settings on the remote, I think. And also 29 max speed is not really right until I was doing 35, 38. 0.5, I had lost my keys, so I had to wait for a while and find them, so that average speed's completely wrong, but that's the most important one. So if you want to buy this board, it is got the most channel record, beat the last Verreal, which was 50.84 kilometers. This is 52.83 kilometer range. That's the new channel record. And then third place is the Transite Carbon, which got 50.34 kilometers, just under. So that's a phenomenal result, and congratulations to Vic and the team. This is an amazing board. The motors weren't even warm. The coolant of the heat dissipation and the heat sink was just sensational. Didn't get warm at all. Cool the board beautifully. And look at these, they're mad wheels, not one bit even marked at all. They're so robust. So today's rating, guys, on this is a 10 out of 10, matching up with the Unbox. Why wouldn't it be? It's a channel record, and it's only a 16.8 amp hour battery. So this is absolutely an amazing result. And I'll get it home now, because I don't want to leave it in this state too long. It's not good for the battery, so I'll turn that off. And we'll leave you with just a quick chat to you, and we'll leave you with the final things and thoughts, including the music. So thanks guys for joining me. Yeah, wow, that's incredible. Screenshot that's amazing. Wow. Congratulations, Vic and the team. This is a superb board, and I can't fault this board. This is probably the Porsche RS of electric skateboards at a budget price like a Lexus. Get yourself one of these beautiful Verreal Ultras. The range is phenomenal, the power's phenomenal, the superior precision is incredible. With these Mad Wheels, thanks to the team at Mad Wheels and Brian, phenomenal. The whole thing is just one of the best reviews I've done, and probably fittingly is my last electric skateboard review. I'm going to be doing something else, so thanks for all your support, guys. Thanks for everything, and I can't thank you enough. But we're moving on to other bigger and better things on the channel, and it's been a wonderful ride, 9 years. First guy to electric skateboard review Chinese boards in the world, and I'm so privileged and honoured, and thanks for being part of this amazing channel. But stick around, a lot of stuff still happening, a lot of hot mods, modifications, hacks. We'll see you in the next video. Let's start the music.
milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know the palace there had been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turn night today. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. Becomes a shrine when I think of you only, just too up, too down. No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turn night to day. As music played, so faster did we dance. We felt it both at once, the start of our romance. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. Becomes a shrine when I think of you only, just too up, too down. No milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigns as queen? No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turn night to day. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. All that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. All that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. All that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town.
What? You're still here? Cool. Listen, why don't you watch some of these other videos I've made in the past along the same lines as what you just watched in the same kind of category. Enjoy.